In this video, I'll show you why your app doesn't need more users and what it actually needs. And later in the video, I'll also going to back this up with 4 of my app examples, where the worst one brought like 50 cents and the top one brought more than $100,000 for me. So let's go. So you're probably thinking like, what is this behind me? And I'm gonna show you right now. So it's actually your app. So this is your app. It's a leaky bucket. So you are asking like, how do I bring more users? And what's basically gonna happen is you're gonna pour more water here, and then more water is just gonna go out, and you're gonna basically be left with nothing. Just a few drops, which is probably gonna be you, your like friends, and maybe even like your mom or aunt, and that's gonna be it, right? All the rest of the users are just gonna drop and like never come back. So you don't need more users. So let's discuss like what you need first before we get into the user acquisition. So what you do need is what fancy people call product market fit. So I'm just gonna borrow the definition from Mark Andreessen, one of the big founders and the investors in the Silicon Valley, and he basically defined product market fit as being in a good market with a product that can satisfy your market. So that's what you need actually. And actually Google is really helpful, so thank you. So what you need is a customer first. So who's your target customer? Like if you are building, like cool whatever app that you believe it's fun and cool, but you have no idea who are the people that are going to use it and what problem are you solving, then that's not a user acquisition problem. Then that's a market problem. So what problem are you solving and who are you solving it for? So those are the two questions that you need to answer. So who's your target customer and what are their problems or needs that are not that no one else solved or help them solve. So first you start with that. So that's the market side. And then after you pick that, then you actually need to go into the building side. So the app comes last, not first. So after you pick your target customer or market and a need or a problem that you want to solve or fulfill, then you go into building, and you build what they defined as minimal viable product. So a product that just like serves one need, one desire, and is as simple as minimal in features and user experience as possible. And the hypothesis is simple. Like if you picked a painful problem or a need that the people want desired, and you build a minimum product that serves that desire or a problem, then that's it. Like people will use it and will give you money. That's the hypothesis that you need to test. So that's it. That's really what your app needs. Like it's that simple. Like if you cannot get users, then you have probably a market problem. Because if you build something amazing, then like why would people not use it, right? But in reality, like people don't really like. People want to skip this part, and I get so many founders ask me like, "Oh, I built this cool app, and like how do I market it? How do I bring it to people? Like how do I get to Like if I could get only like 1 million users, then I would be rich. But I don't know how to get like even like 10 users. So then and my answer is always like you don't have a user acquisition problem. You have a product market fit problem. So who's your market? And then they think, oh, it's anyone can use, or I haven't thought of that. Or they are in like the build phase, and then I ask them how are you like gonna market this app? Who are you gonna like serve it to? And they start thinking, good question. I don't know. I'm just gonna build it and see how it goes. And I'm gonna maybe figure out later. Like I'm just gonna build it for like 6 months, and then I'm gonna figure out what to do and who to market for. So not good, right? So these guys are not even gonna have a leaky bucket. They're just gonna have an empty bucket that's just in a void that no one sees, no one knows, no one wants. And they just spent like 6 months, and who knows how much like money and cortisol level spikes to get there, and then like nothing, right? So it's gonna be empty. It's not even gonna be leaking. And then if they want it, then bucket is empty. No one wants it, and then they want solve that with just like throwing the money in the screen, right? They're gonna pay for some ads. and or post somewhere, and yeah, people are just gonna come and drop, and off they go. So they basically did nothing and wasted like 9 months of their lives. So let me show you now my 4 examples, my 4 apps that I built myself, from the worst one to the best one, and what I did wrong, just in terms of this like product market fit. It's basically just 2 things, right? Pick a great market that has a need or a problem, and create a great product that's easy to use and solves that problem. So just 2 things. So let's see. My first app is a local community app. It brought 50 cents. And the market was like local market. So basically, it could be anything. It started from my city, but like that was the market. Quite bad. Then what was the desire? Like, honestly, I wasn't thinking about it. I just thought it would be cool to build a local community app. And I think we don't even need to discuss the rest of the details from this app and this journey. And you can probably figure out that this app just didn't survive for long. So it had maybe 7,000 users. I actually even got this app VC funded. So someone decided it's a good idea to throw money in this idea. Right now, I think that was a really bad decision. But yeah, it is what it is. And yeah, this app brought 56 cents, and that was the end of it. It died after a year and a half. So then we go into this other app. It's a recipe sharing app. It had 500 users or so and brought $12 in revenue. So a lot better than, less than $1, but still not that good. And let's see, what was the market? So the market was people that are cooking, home cooks basically. So okay, much better market than local community, whatever. And then what was the desire? We failed here, so this was a problem. We didn't know really. And we just said people that want to share recipes with someone. Right, so yeah, basically had no idea. So yeah, some people downloaded, but no one really. I think there were maybe 2 or 3 recipes that were created in total that were not by us, and the rest, yeah, just downloaded the app and went through this process of joining and leaving. So that's it. And then the product didn't matter. As you can see, I'm not talking even about the product in this first two apps. They just died because of the poor market decisions. The product didn't even matter. And then we go into the third app. Definitely a more thoughtful approach to the app business. So it's a local services marketplace. And this app had 5,000 users, something like that, maybe a bit more, where 1,000 of those were professionals offering services, and the rest were people looking for those services. And the app brought somewhere around $500. So what was the problem with it? What's the market? So the market it's a 2-sided marketplace. So there are 2 sides. So one side is local professionals offering various services. So market seems good. The need and desire we are fulfilling is we want to bring them more business. So more leads, more customers. That's an amazing desire. And if you can solve that for pretty much anyone, they will pay you. And that's one of the best business ideas there is, right? If you can bring people more money and save them time, who wouldn't be paying for that, right? So, okay, on the business side, it was looking good. The market seemed good. Then on the consumer side, what was the market? People looking for local services, which is a lot of people, so we cannot really pinpoint them, but okay. And what was their desire? Their desire is a specific service that they need help with, right? It's either plumbing, or it's English lessons, or whatever, right? So seems good, like a big desire that you want fulfilled, right? Okay, and then we go into the product side, and that's where problems started appearing. So the product was too complex and too vague. I don't want to go into details in this video. I don't want to take too much time, but basically the user experience was not good, and I tried fixing that by just again, pouring more water into this leaky bucket, and spoiler alert, it didn't work out. So what I should have been doing instead is focused on fixing user experience, making it easier to create a profile and as a professional, and on the other side to request a service, and then also the chat and the other things. It was definitely too complex, and then the result of that is not a lot of people really connected, right? There weren't a lot of requests because the user experience of creating a request for a service was bad, and then there weren't a lot of jobs or closed because the user experience of connecting the consumer with a business was also complex. So yeah, if I was just better at realizing this and fixing this problem instead of trying to pour more water into the leaky bucket, things would look a lot better, and I would probably not be making this video, and would be continuing working on this app. But it is what it is. That was a few years ago. And then we have this big boy, so more than 170,000 users, more than $100,000 revenue. So let's see, this app probably did something right. So what's the market? And yeah, it's a bite-size spirituality lessons, text lessons. So what's the market? The market is people interested in spirituality, so exploring themselves and the universe and understanding it better. And what's the unmet desire or a problem? Where problem is there's just too much seemingly contradictory and confusing information out there, from religions, from the new age, from so many places, right? And where do I start? How do I do this? So that's the desire. It's not as big as a business desire of I just want to earn more money. But it's still a big enough desire where I want to learn something and get better and become a better version of myself, right? So it's a good desire. Not amazing, but good. And then what's the product? So the product is bite-sized text lessons. So definitely something different than reading a Bible or whatever, any other religion book, or watching videos of spirituality gurus or something. So definitely the product is different than other things in the market. And then user experience is as simple as it gets. You have lessons, you have topics, you pick your lesson, and off you go. You have 5 minutes, in a day you can always find 5 minutes, and you just read through the lesson, and that's it. So simple stuff. And there are also some tools to help you with intuition and some other practices, but that's basically it. So the product is also good, and user experience is good, and there you go. That's why this app brought more than $100,000, and the others didn't. So it's just that. And if I the only problem with the Mind app is that it's somewhat easy and fast to consume, and at a certain point you don't need it anymore. You learn the stuff, you get interested, you get the resources, and then off you go. You think about it, you apply it, and you don't need it anymore pretty much. You can use it maybe for tools, but yeah, there isn't a ton of ongoing value. So that's the missing piece to go from $100,000 to $1 million, right? The ongoing value, because 170,000 users is really a lot, but they just didn't stick for that long as they could. So that's the piece that I'm still missing. I still haven't built a $1 million app yet. Some of my clients did, and they definitely have retention and ongoing value solved that even the Mind app didn't solve. And yeah, it's basically that plus virality, where one user brings more users. But those two topics are for some other video. First, let's get to that first dollar and first $100,000 before going to the million. So yeah, that's it for this video. Like this is your app and you just need to fix it. And you fix it by picking a great market, solving a unfulfilled desire, or fixing a problem. And then you create a product that's simple, easy to use, and solves that problem. Like it's so simple. If you do that stuff, you'll earn $100,000 or more. Like it's simple. Now is it easy? Of course it's not. Like, how do you find the market? How do you find this and that? But yeah, it's a big topic that cannot be explained in one video. So yeah, that's it for this video. And if you liked it, just give it a like. And in the comments, let me know, like, what would you like me to cover, maybe in more detail. There were definitely some of the topics that can be, spanned across like multiple videos. So let me know what would you like to hear more. And also just subscribe if you haven't, because I'm sharing one app business video every week. So if you enjoy this one, you're gonna enjoy the next ones as well. Thanks.